What's up guys, this is vlog number 3 and today I'm going to be continuing my uni chronicles. So today it's not going to be fecal chronicles because this isn't going to have anything to do with any shit or anything like that. Today I'm going to be talking about uni kitchen chronicles, yeah. So this is going to be talking mostly about my roommate but also about the other 2 roommates that I had as well and the state that they left in the kitchen. So I'm also going to be sort of like, you know, interspersing this with pictures that I took. So I do actually still have these on a camera somewhere and I'll be sort of like putting this in when I edit it together. And they look pretty grim, so yeah, check out the disclaimer that I put in at the start of the video, which is a little bit difficult because I'm recording now, so it's like, you know, how it's weird, whatever. Anyway, chronology. So, okay, yeah, so there was an incident in the bathroom as well, so I'm going to be talking about that first. Basically, the guy went out and he got really drunk, like ridiculously drunk. I was actually out this weekend, so he came back and presumably threw up in, because we had 2 bathrooms as well, so that was what also made the shit situation previously really bad, because, you know, all the guys just had 1 bathroom, all the girls had another bathroom, and that was that. So whenever he came in, there was no one to sort of get him, so it was always like me or my roommate Neil. I can only assume that he drank a load of like red WKD style things. The floor was really red and I was kind of curious about it. It's also kind of sticky, so I thought, okay, he's either cut himself and like bled everywhere or he's dropped something red. So for instance, you know, there's some mouthwashes that I suppose could be red because they come in like turquoise and purple and all that sort of stuff, so it makes sense. As I turned out, he had thrown up on the fucking floor and basically hadn't bothered cleaning it up. So while the main walkway was sort of cleared, the side bits weren't, and I accidentally stepped in those. And I didn't realise it, so I didn't bother doing anything about it. I just sort of wiped my feet and then moved on. And yeah, so that was fucking disgusting. So with the kitchen as well, I've written a script. In the living room, we had a bunch of clothes horses, so they would sort of wash their clothes because we had a washing machine as well, and then they'd put their clothes on the clothes horses and they'd dry off, and that was absolutely fine. However, when they put out stained underwear in the living room, where we all have to walk through and we all have to sort of see, because we lived in a flat, so it was, you know, like an apartment, a studio apartment. We could see underwear everywhere and had stains on, and it was fucking nasty. So probably the best thing to do in that situation would have been to actually put them over a radiator in their room, out of the way, so we didn't have to see it, because that would have been great. However, we sort of had to see it, and when we have friends over as well, it's really embarrassing to say, oh, don't worry, they're just our roommates. You know, I mean, what we're going to do, we're going to move stained underwear. I don't want to touch any fucking stained underwear. I don't know where it's been. It could have hepatitis on it for all I know. So anyway, yeah, so there was that. And also as well, when they had friends over and they got takeout or they just got normal food, they'd leave dirty plates lying around, they'd leave food lying around. It was just fucking horrible. They would spill drinks and it was just sort of ignored. It wasn't very good. So if you live with people in uni, if you're in first year uni or so on and so forth, please be considerate, okay? Okay, the amount of shit in the kitchen was completely fucking undeniable, okay? So it wasn't just that they were hogging space, although they were hogging a lot of space, like in the counters and especially in the kitchen sink. Let me just say, if you're going to leave food in the fridge, please don't wait until it goes mouldy before throwing it out. Keep an idea of when you've got, like, you know, use by dates and stuff. Maybe plan ahead. You know, that would be really cool, right? A picture that you will see right now is going to be of some double cream that we found that was covered in literally that much fucking mould. Alright, it was an inch thick. That is grim. Don't want. Okay, get rid of it. Okay, so when we were in the kitchen, they would leave pots and pans lying about. I didn't want them using my stuff because they would leave it in a shit state. It would have food on it, dried food, mould, that sort of thing. We don't want that. I kept all my stuff in my bedroom, right, because I had this big chest of drawers with a really big bottom drawer. I just put everything in there. If I needed it, I'd take it out, absolutely fine, no problem. That way it was kept clean, it was kept, you know, dust free. It was actually probably more hygienic than keeping it in the kitchen. Okay, so these people would make a colossal fucking mess, but justify it by saying, we'll clean it up. Okay, well, yeah, alright, you clean it up, but if you clean it up, right, and you're doing a big clean every week or every 2 weeks or something like that, you are not doing a good job. You're not doing a good service to the people in the house that need to use that kitchen. Okay? Alright, so when you say, oh, we've made a really, really big mess and there's like mold on the kitchen sides and stuff like that, and there's like mildew everywhere, and there's, you know, dirty pots and pans and grease stains and all that sort of stuff. We'll clean it up. No, 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 no. All right, you don't live like that. Okay, you don't do anything to these people. Okay, you need to be considerate when you go out at 7 p.m. Or you've got like a gig or something to go to. You eat earlier, all right, and then you make sure to clean up, because sometimes some people have to wait until you get back because they don't want to touch your shit. Okay, because it's fucking horrible, right? So they either have to pay for fast food or something like that, and food goes to waste, or they just wait. Okay, at some points I was eating at like 12 o'clock at night because I didn't want to go near their shit. I don't know, right, if I was going to catch something like that, I don't want to touch it. It's not my responsibility, it's not my concern. Okay, when you leave it there and you leave it for other people to clean up, you gain absolutely nothing from it apart from clean pots and pans, which are going to dirty up anyway. I lose a lot of stuff. Okay. Alright, I lose the ability to study because I'm wasting my time doing that. I'm losing time when I should be eating. It's just really fucking inconsiderate. Okay, so if you're going to, if for instance you're busy, or if you really, really need to go out, you collect it all together and then you put it to one side, okay? And you keep it out of the way of everyone else. Because when you just leave it strewn about all across the kitchen, it disrupts it and it makes it really difficult. Okay? It's just a dick move, but what do I expect from someone who shits all over a toilet and doesn't clean it up? Okay guys, so if you've liked this video and you've liked my little outburst, and maybe my rules on how to live with people, so for instance don't leave shit lying around and don't actually shit on toilets, shit in toilets, and do all that sort of stuff, then, you know, leave me a like or a comment or a subscribe or whatever, you know, all that sort of social networking stuff. I will be continuing this series of videos with probably more pictures and stuff, and I don't know, maybe some other sort of incident or something like that. Okay guys, now I've just got a couple of shoutouts to do. First of all, if you haven't already, then please do and go check out Verity and Cakes. She's a really, really cool person, and she does things like baking, and she does things like My Geek Unboxing. She's really, really cool, and she is well worth a watch. Another person that I want you to go see is my friend Kyle. He has a page on Facebook called Sweets Writings, where he does a load of different writings, so short stories, poems, sonnets, so on and so forth. He is a writer of unparalleled magnificence. You will gain so much from checking out his stuff. If you like horror, for instance, H.P. Lovecraft, he actually has a short story that I helped proofread, which is, I don't remember what it's called, which is funny really. But it's very Lovecraftian, and it's quite sci-fi, and it's really, really good, and it's really, really tense if you read it with the lights off, and you know, you'll get really pumped and it'll be really, really cool. For my next video, I'm going to be covering Russell Brand and his Revolution movement, so that'll be video number 4, and then in video number 5 I'll be continuing the Uni Chronicles, and the next one I'm probably going to be, I don't know, talking about the actual people themselves that I live with, and or lived with, even past tense, and basically sort of trying to help you guys understand what they were like and how to be a good roommate and how most definitely to not be a good roommate. For my 6th video I'm also going to be doing another serious one. The serious one that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to cover the Gamergate movement. I will be first of all given a breakdown of how it started off, and then I will be covering where it went from there. And I will be trying to educate you guys into what the Gamergate movement was if you didn't know what it was, or to increase your understanding of it. For the shoutouts I've given, if you've missed the annotations, then feel free to move back through the video and click on them. If you don't want to do that for whatever reason, then check the links in the description below. It would be really, really cool. And don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe or share if you want to do any of those things. Okay, that's it. Thank you and goodbye.